Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new here, and welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological coaching, mental health, spiritual health paradigm. We do that on a regular basis. We've got over 970 of these available for your listening pleasure on a variety of topics, and continue to add as often as we can to the library, usually several times per week. Sometimes my schedule doesn't allow that, and that's because I'm working with clients like you. So if you would like a client relationship, would love to be of service to you. Served almost 17,000 people now in the last almost 15 years. It'll be 15 years next month, and would love to be of service to you in that way. Please feel free to reach out, and there's a couple ways to do that. You can do that through the at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either way, we'll get you in touch with me. We'll get you where you need to be, and would love to be of service. This is kind of more about the negative thought patterns or negative thought habits that we develop that can lead us backwards into counterproductive ways. And so couple of things, many things actually, that we can kind of do to get ourselves into negative thought patterns. The first is label either others or ourselves. So labels, racism, sexism, ageism, beliefs about people that have certain political affiliations, religions, all of it is complete and utter controlled BS. It has no value. So these labels, or the labels we place on ourselves, such as I am depressed, I am anxious, I am all these things. While they may be factually accurate, the label does more harm than good in almost every situation in a number of ways. Number one, many people live down to their labels. Number two, labels create division, and therefore being in the habit of labeling people in general will create more division than it will the ability to move forward in a positive way. The next, along with labeling, is generalizations. All people do this. All people of a certain race, all people of a certain religion, all people of a certain whatever do this or that, or don't do this or that, or all people from this area are this way. The more we generalize, the more we take away a person's unique individuality. Maybe they're transplanted into a place. Maybe they don't share the viewpoints of the surrounding area. And again, overreaction, or living, more accurately, the act of living through emotion rather than through either logic or through knowledge, can be super, super painful. Now, people do this in a variety of ways, and they do it for a variety of reasons. Most of it, in simplest form, is a coping mechanism because there is difficulty in dealing with the world. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that a person who is having difficulty in coping can't learn to react more appropriately. Emotions, though, are just indicators. Positive emotions are indicators of the need to be, in some way, grateful and stay within the moment. Negative indicators are the indication that of the need to change something. So when we begin to change something, when we begin to see the value in how we move forward and what we do and where we go, and then we begin to see that change is not only necessary, but it's an evolutionary process that is constant. It's one of the few constants that our planet has, period. The next thing to do is awfulization, or worst case scenario. Obviously, being prepared for the worst case scenario is helpful, and I hesitate to put this here because obviously in the method that I've developed over the last 15 years, encouraging people to have a plan for their worst case scenario is extremely valuable, and it's something that I do on a regular basis. That being said, the worst case scenario mentality is not something that I openly tell people to fixate on. Have your solution for the worst case scenario. Certainly, if you've never been in a situation, develop one, and do so rather quickly before you get attached to a positive or neutral outcome. But then lock it away, store it away, let go of it, because when we live in the need to be prepared for worst case scenario, we're not really living, we're just kind of existing. And so that can be super, that can be negative, it can be painful, it can be unhealthy, it can be unnecessary, it can be a lot of things that don't lead us in good directions. So finding a way to know what it is that we want to accomplish, get to where we want to accomplish from a better perspective, and then be able to, make decisions based on not our worst case scenario, but our ability to be adaptable. The last is blaming other people. Look, even in the worst case scenarios where we are in a unhealthy or untenable situation, we have some, even if it's 5%, 3%, whatever responsibility for the circumstances we're in. And when we blame other people, we're expecting them to care as much about our own future and our own reality as was there. And yes, there are many cases in my own life where I can honestly say if other people had done things differently, my life would be completely different. However, I gave away my power to allow people to do certain things in my life that I wish I hadn't. And I think when we take responsibility at the end of the day, even in a worst case scenario, we are in fact partially responsible for the decisions we make. It is then that we get to a place of true empowerment. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.